let's go shopping. So for our very first item, we got a fruit pie in Z1, which is actually your impulse section. So we're gonna roll through the impulse and pick up this item real quick, show you where those are located. Impulse items are found at the front of the store. Section Z is the front of the store. Here we found a Hostess rack with our fruit pies. Go ahead and grab the item, click scan item, scan it, and move to the next item. So our next item is a yogurt item. It's in section A24. As you can see here in the map, it shows us we have to go to the back of the store in this Walmart. So we're gonna head to the back of the store and we're gonna find A24 and we're gonna go to section 13 to look for this granola yogurt item. As you can see here in this one where they have the sections displayed at the bottom of the cooler. So this was 11, then 12, and then 13 right here. And then you'll see this item is right here. And we're gonna scan this item and move to the next one. Now we're headed for some cat food, which is in J13. J section is your pet supplies, for those who don't know that. Every Walmart has different sections with the alphabet and you'll need to remind yourself of where to go when you get these. This cat food is found in section 1 of J13. So when we get to J13, we'll make sure that we get to the right section, and I'll show you again where to find that in the aisle as we get closer to the item. So as displayed here on the top, it says J13 in the orange, and then this is actually section 6. So we're gonna actually walk down here to the other side of the aisle where we find section 1 of J13, and we will now look through all these cat food items, and the item we're looking for is the Fancy Feast 24 pack right here. So we'll go ahead and scan this item, put it in our cart, and move to the next item. So we got the cat food. Now we're headed over to G40 section 9 for some medication for this customer. G section is going to be your health and beauty supplies, medications, hair supplies, shampoos, body washes, anything in your bathroom that you need, or medications. It's usually over by your pharmacy section. So in the map you can see it's at the front of the store. Gonna head over there and find this item plus one other item that's in the same section, and then we'll have one more item to go and we'll be complete with this shopping order. So we have found section G40. You can see how they have them displayed on the top here of some of the aisles in the little yellow and black markings. And then you can come over here and you can see we are at G40 section 9. Again, we're in the health and beauty section. So that's gonna have a lot of different items in it, but it's usually at the front of the store, and the item we're looking for here is right here. So we're gonna go ahead and scan this in and move on to the next item. All right, we got that item in the cart, and now we're on to another item. Luckily, it's here in G40 as well, section 5. So just walk on down the aisle here and find section 5, which is gonna be right here. Down the line, you'll see again, G40 section 5, and it's gonna be one of these items here. So we are down to our last item. It's gonna be a York peppermint patty, and it's in Z18, which again is at the checkout / impulse section of the store. So we're headed over there now. Gonna scan in the York peppermint patty, and then I'll show you guys the simple process to check out. Now review your items. If there's any changes needed to be done, do it now. You're done shopping. Now we need to head to the self-checkout. So most of your Walmarts are gonna have a Spark designated checkout area. This Walmart does. You need to have your ID ready for them to check your ID, as well as your phone with the right name on it, or you're gonna be in trouble for that. But here it easily says Spark driver or Spark driver. Please check out at this register, thank you. So go ahead and follow the rules and go to the right location to be checked out. and then you're going to want to scan the QR code so that they know you're here and they can check your cart and get you out the door. Now that you've checked out, you need to go to your car and then select start. Slide that over for your customer to begin your route to their house. And your phone should be set up to either transfer over to Google Maps or Apple Maps. So whichever one you prefer, choose whichever map system you like, and it will transfer you over to your map. And you can start heading towards your customer and get these items delivered. So one of the things that I like to do is have a nice insulated catering bag for these grocery orders, because there's a lot of times you do get customers who have milk, eggs, cheese, frozen goods, ice cream, things like that. So you need to acquire a couple of bags. Just a bit of a tip there when you're doing these shopping or pickup orders to keep your customers' groceries in better condition. So I always like to put my items into these bags and make sure that the customer is taken care of in the best possible manner. So we arrived at the customer, and you just want to make sure you double check the address. This customer's address was 1004, and sometimes the GPS will screw up the address once you transfer from the Walmart app over to Google Maps. So double check your address so you don't accidentally deliver the groceries to the wrong customer. Then you want to make sure if there's any notes, if there's a sleeping baby or a barking dog, or they don't want you to knock on the door, or maybe they do want you to ring the doorbell and let them know it's there. Just check your notes, then check if they want the items delivered to the garage, front door, back door, and select where you're going to drop off your groceries, and then take a photo. And I always like to make sure I capture, if I can, the address number with the groceries in the photo. That way there's no issue if the customer says something didn't arrive, or they try to mess with your order and say that you made a mistake. So I like to include the number, if possible, with the groceries in the photo. Then I'm done with the order. I select thumbs up because the order went well, and I select that there was no access code needed on this one because it was just a house. If there is an access code needed, go ahead and select access code needed. That way Walmart knows to track those kind of places and tries to help make your delivery more smooth. So that's all we have for the shopping order here on the Spark Delivery app. And I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Get out there, make some money. Have a good day.